On my TikTok, it's just like Kamala Harris.
Who's that? Calvin Harris.
Right, we're done.
Calvin Harris, did she say?
We're done.
Calvin Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Are we actually done?
Kamala Harris.
Who's that?
No.
I don't know who that is.
This is the story of an aspiring designer and a self-proclaimed fame-hungry whore. They went to school together, but they never spoke. They find social interaction not sure. Until one day they started working together and traveling around the UK. The whore set after a new endeavor. She was bored being an NUA.
Have you got any holidays booked?
No. Do you? She was achieving her dreams, dancing on our screens, but got booted off after a week.
I don't smell!
While she was sat at her machine, sewing some jeans and trying too hard to be chic. Now they're coming together to talk about everything that they've been through. Getting robbed and pied, they've laughed and cried, and now they want to share it with you. That's class.
I was literally like...
You can put more Halloween stuff, but where?
I'm just gonna put them here. I think
Not there.
I'm gonna put some more. I think it looks really cute and like next.
They would never go there. You're just gonna put them there.
Yeah.
Bro, that looks shit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? This is what I don't get. What do you mean? Don't just put it there for the sake of it. Like if it was a cushion or something there, but like what? We're just gonna sit there with that. This is where our visions don't really align.
We leave it there.
No, we're not putting that there. Honestly, but like we can put that one like next to
like here.
not there. Say, but do I have more of these? Do you want me to hang more of these up?
Nice. Oh yeah. What about this?
No, this is what I'm not getting. Actually, you know what? Okay, fuck it.
Really? But it is hot. Will it explode?
Maybe not the plastic ones.
Oh shit.
Maybe the.
Or no.
Just like.
Okay, no.
This is our Halloween episode, guys. Also, by the way, I'm gonna need to do breaths before we start. Like, I'm not being funny. Oh. Okay, are we ready?
Welcome, guys. This is.
Oh god, we're already on.
Yeah, we're filming.
Okay, wait, let me just grab my drink.
Our Halloween special.
We love a fake laugh like that, by the way.
We are back and better than ever because we got the full setup done and we are happy. Aren't we happy, Imi?
Guys, honestly, it has been a stress because here's the thing. Here's the dissonance between me and Mal. It's not actual dissonance because we love each other, but I'm not even being funny, right? Mal could send me like the finished recording and you can't even like audibly hear us. And she's like, what's wrong with it? And I'm like, obviously I'm too picky, like too the other way. But like,
what are you talking about?
I said to Mal, go listen to like another podcast and then listen to like that clip and just see if you can like hear the difference. She's like, I genuinely hear like no difference. But anyway, we'll get on to that. Let's intro. Oh, again.
Like, what do you mean? I thought we're introing, so...
Start, I can't be
Oh, am I introducing? I thought we just did that.
I know.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
But then I thought that was a thing that you just did now.
I know, but then I went off on like a weird bit and then I didn't know how to like bring it back to the intro.
Oh, God. Here we go again. Well, cheers, Imi.
Right, cheers, babes.
To Halloween special.
The Halloween special, we're sitting very far away from each other so that our mics don't pick up.
Because Imi stinks.
I know. To be honest, again.
What?
I don't know, right? I need to just chill. Right. Let's just get into it. You know what I'm like with the start and the end, right?
Yeah, same.
Okay,
We've discussed it. We don't like... I hate introducing myself. I hate saying goodbye. I just leave.
Yeah. She literally, like, I was sat with her like a few weeks ago. And she's like, okay, bye, Imi. Stands up and just walks out the door. And I was like, what? I text her, what just happened? She was like, oh, my Uber got here. I was like, oh.
It's like, I feel like I'm really abrupt. Like, even the other day, I was with Amber, and like, she says to me, when we were at gym class, she goes, oh, I'm gonna have a shower. And then I was like thinking to myself, well, I don't really want to sit here waiting for it, because I don't shower after this gym class. I don't. And I'm like, okay, then bye. And I just kind of walk away, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't even explain, like, so I text her saying, I've got to sign for packages. Like, why did I not? I didn't even like say to her like, Because she's thinking, oh, we'll go for coffee after, but I just so abruptly leave.
The panic.
And I always get so like flustered, but it's
Yeah.
like really weird. Like it's when I've not seen someone in a long time.
Oh my god.
Because we've not even seen each other. We've got lots of.
This is the thing. So basically, the first few episodes you guys have seen.
Oh, they're awful.
But I mean, that's more my opinion.
I like them.
Mal's like, they are the most amazing works of art.
I just think they're so funny.
Someone said to me the other day, I kind of thought your podcast was going to be like, you were going to be like promoting like your fashion and like your outfits and stuff. And I thought it would be like linked. And I was like, yeah, so I was like, so did I. I don't know why I've been roped into.
Why didn't you do that?
I was like, why have I been roped into dressing as a male Scottish comedian with like facial hair and a big green spot on his face? Like,
I thought you wanted to do that too.
No, I did, but like, you know what it was? I do want to do a mix, because it's like a mix of you and me, but for some reason, I think the first episode I thought we were going to do like, obviously Met Gala, so I was like, it'll be pretty chic, but your costume did bring mine maybe down a bit, but that's fine. But then, basically, we recorded the first 3 like a while ago, because we've both been away so much. But now we're back from our travels. We have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, and we're staying here for now.
And our videos are going to be a lot more reactive. We're only going to be like 1 week ahead. So that's just for context. So,
And also talk about all the technical difficulties we've had as well. Well, that's the reason episode 3?
yeah. To be fair, well, let's get on to that in a bit.
What am I doing now?
Mal, take it away. Tell us where you've been, what you've been doing. I've heard nothing. I said, save it for the pod.
We don't catch up now. We just talk business and podcast. We talk work. But I have to kick it off, because we're on the spooky special. Imi asked if I had any spooky stories, and I actually have a really good one for you. Imi, do you watch horror films?
Not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't take you as the type. You're too nervous. But the other day, I went to the cinema, because Harvey and I have the Cineworld memberships, because we love the movies, and we've not like done any research or anything. We've just seen this movie. It's called The Substance, by the way. If you're a horror film fanatic, go bloody see that film, because again, I never know what to expect with anything, because I don't do the research. But we go there in the cinema, just like, I think, what had happened that day? Because I think I was a bit ill, so I wasn't feeling myself anyways. And within the first 10 minutes of the scene, honestly, I like started getting really hot and sweaty, and I was like, I can't breathe, because I'll tell you what happens. Spoiler, but there's like this really graphic, and this thing, I'm not scared of horror films like with ghosts and like bogeymans and stuff. It's like, it's the actual goriness, and the way it was filmed was so cinematic, and obviously because it's the surround sound, I felt like it was happening to me. And then basically the concept of the story is, I think the actress Demi Moore, is that her name? Demi Moore. She's got long black hair. People have said I look similar to her.
Drop that in.
Yeah, just to say. But she's basically hit her, like, not even the prime. What's the thing after the prime? When you've hit.
I have no clue what you're on about. Lunchables?
No, so she's in her 50s, and she just turned 50. It's her 50th birthday, and she's in this like she does what? Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining things. She's an actress, and basically it's her 50th birthday, so she's like become too old. So she's hit her expiry date. Her expiry date, and they want to get a new younger actress in. So she's like obviously devastated, and then basically
wait, is this in the film or?
It's all in the film.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Basically, the thing is called The Substance, and it's like a injection that takes a part of you and makes a younger version, but it comes out of her. And honestly, so I'm not going to go into detail about that because I don't want to spoil it, but it was so graphic, and the surround sounds were all over me. Imi, I fucking fainted in the cinema, and no, like, you'll die, because it was so. I obviously I'm like watching this film, and it's so loud. I think it's like the sounds were so loud, and I was seeing the body coming out of her back, and it was like so graphic, blood everywhere, and like the needles and everything. I just faint, but I faint to this side, and Harvey's on my other side. Harvey doesn't even react. He doesn't even know that.
He probably thought you were like filming a bit for TikTok or something.
Thinks I'm like trying to film the movie, but then he doesn't do anything, doesn't say anything, and like I think we were maybe like I think he was annoyed at me because my Cineworld tickets weren't working anyways. So he was already annoyed at me, so he was probably ignoring me. And then I was like kicking him, like hitting him, like, give me the Coke. But I'm like on the side, like dripping in sweat. And he's like annoyed at me, being like, get up, like thinks I'm sleeping in the cinema. He's actually making the cinema. He passes me the Coke, and then I finally get up because I've got the energy from the sugar. And I'm like, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and he's like, oh my God. And I'm beads of sweat dripping down my face, and he goes, what is wrong with you? And I go, I just fainted. And he goes, well, do you want to go outside? And I'm like, I don't think I can walk. Like, I felt all the blood rush out of me.
And what, did you leave the cinema? Or
No, we didn't. I stayed, but I felt very sick. I think it's because I was hungry as well. And then this is the last bit of this story. At the end of the cinema, like when the lights come on, I'm not joking, everyone was like in like shock. Though I look around, everyone sat there like with their mouths wide open, because I know I have to be descriptive to you podcast listeners. Mouths wide open, catching flies, everyone looks terrified. And then me and Harvey are like, oh my God, like that movie, I've never felt something from a movie before. So if you want, do you like that kind of thing?
To be fair, I'm not like against it. It's not, around Halloween I would watch a horror movie, yeah.
Watch it with James.
I know, I'll go with James, but the fact that that's not even the first time you fainted in public, like, I'm actually creasing at the thought of people, because people got to Mal and they're like, oh my God, locked you on Love Island, and one time, like, what was it, you were in, like, McDonald's or something?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me, and it's not like people, I eat enough, like, it's just, I must get hot, and I'm a sick person.
Yeah, honestly, the amount of times in these episodes you say,
yeah.
I feel sick. I'll be like, I bumped into somebody, and you're like, I feel sick. Like, same, babe.
Yeah, honestly.
No, that's horrible.
Yeah, crazy. But I really recommend it, so The Substance, go watch.
Okay, well, I might give that a watch.
That's my story, Imi.
Okay, now tell us about your trips. First, set the scene. Where were you?
Basically, I think it was like last week I had maybe just seen you. And this is so crazy because I had just started getting ill. Like, I had a little bit of a cold and stuff. And I was at this, like, what do you call it? Like, I had to sign an NDNA. Is that how you say it? NDNA. It's in your DNA. And basically, we were doing this kind of like, it's for this drinks company. And we were doing like, what I said, Imi would have really enjoyed it. So it was a presentation. And I've never done anything like that before. And you had to like present your ideas and everything in front of like these.
God, I didn't know this.
Oh yeah, I told it was for Coca-Cola. Did I not tell you that? And I said you would have really enjoyed it, and you would have been, because I've been socialising a lot, and I wasn't being weird.
Guys, she was messaging me saying, I've been socialising, and it's been going well.
Wow. It's been going well, and so that weekend I just saw the movie The Substance. So that morning I'd go to this group like presentation thing, and that was my story, and it settled well.
Nice.
And everyone was laughing because we talk about things when how our stories don't tend to hit right with some.
Oh God, we'll get to one of mine in a bit. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, Imi's got bad ones. But like sometimes they don't hit well. But I think now I'm in the right spaces, people are like, they thought that was really funny. And I remember being like, oh, I've told someone else this, and like they didn't react like you guys were. So I was thinking it's hit or miss. But anyways, I was at that presentation thing, and I kept saying, if for this drinks brand, if the customer wins, they should win a holiday. And that kind of became the joke. And then everyone was like, take this girl on holiday, And I'm like, ha 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 ha, yeah.
You're like, no, but seriously.
And that was the Monday. I think I went to a run club with Amber. On my way to the run club, get a call. You're going to Madrid with Fanta.
Wait, shut
No,
up.
Imi, I'm telling you, I'm so good at manifesting. And like, you don't believe me.
No, thing is, I do. Oh no, I don't. It's true. No, to be fair, I believe that like it's easy when you're in like a great position to be like manifesting works. But right.
No, shut up.
Okay.
I said I had depression.
Cue the sad music.
But it took me a long time to get here.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I literally had a boogie coming out my nose.
Oh my God, the first tears on the pod. There's been a lot of tears behind the scene, mostly from.
No, yeah, it's been stressful, and I just wanted to say thank you to Imi for putting up with my chaos.
Bro, it's more you putting up with my fucking.
Yeah, but I feel bad though, because I'm like, I just don't know what to do.
I know it's hard to know what to do myself, honestly. Like,
I never know what to say. But anyways, that's the first manifesting holiday. And then midweek, so I obviously tell Harvey, oh, I'm going to Madrid with Fanta on the Sunday of that week. And then Harvey was like, do you know where I'd love to go with you? I go, where? And he goes, Ibiza. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be fun. And I'm like, just, obviously he's just saying that. And I'm just like, yeah, that would be fun. And then he goes to the office that day, the next day that we've talked about it. He starts playing Ibiza party tunes. I am not joking when I say, when I get the call from Chrissy goes, Mal, and I'm like, hello. She goes, do you want to go to Ibiza? And I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. And then she goes, do you want to stay in the Nobu Hotel? And I'm like, yeah, tell me more. The Nobu. I'm like, oh. But like, what the hell? I can't believe. And then I'm back here with you. How is that real? But then I call Harvey. Harvey, do you want to come with me as a +1? He's like, what the fuck? That's so weird. I am listening to Ibiza party tunes.
oh, and that was part of the manifestation.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, how was the hotel?
Oh my god, it was really lovely. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Everything was just so quick. So I went to Madrid on the Sunday to the Tuesday, and then it wasn't gonna happen because they were like, oh, it's too much. Like, how are we gonna get her there? And then Fanta managed to fly me to Madrid, from Madrid to Ibiza for the DJ awards. And that's what happened. Sorry.
Oh, I'm dead.
Perfect Ted made me do that.
Not an ad, but if you want to sponsor.
I have my fridge filled with this.
No, to be fair, I love these. You bring around a lot of drinks, and these are the only ones that I'm like, oh,
These are my favourite as well.
So good.
And the matches as well that they have. No, yeah, basically, the Madrid one was really nice, and I feel like, Imi, you would have loved it because of the people I was with. And we get very, like, nervous, apprehensive. Like, if I'm spending a long time with people I don't know, I'm like, oh my god. But Imi's shaking her head. She's having a panic attack as I tell her. But no, I was told I was going with Kane, and he's with Connect, and like, straight away, we like have seen each other a couple of times, but I feel like friendships in this industry, but they move a lot quicker.
But especially, I feel like if you go away with someone,
Yeah, you become best friends with them.
I mean, it's like a different kind of.
And it was just really cute because like I get to the airport. Obviously, I haven't gone on holiday by myself in so long. Like, Harvey does everything for me. You will die in me. I just like go to the airport and I'm like, oh yeah, like go up into. What's it called? Go to security now. And then I'm texting Kane like, oh, I'm just in security. He goes, babe, you don't have your boarding pass. And I'm like, oh yeah. And we go down, and I've already spoken to this woman saying, I'm going to Madrid, and she just starts shouting at me. She goes, Terminal 4, like shouting in my face. And I'm like, was it 6 a.m? I'm like, oh my god, I've just woken up. Kane comes, the same woman, because obviously sees me. She's like, I've already told you that you need to be in Terminal 4, screaming in his face. And he's like, obviously I am not ballsy at all. He's like, I've just woken up, can you please not shout in my face? And then she apologised to us, but I was like, oh my god, me just letting it happen.
Imagine me. I'd be like, I love you. I'm sorry.
No, but this is the thing, like, I felt really startled, like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
That's literally like, so basically, all of our appliances in this house broke on like the same week, and it's been a tough week. Had some family stuff going on, a lot of work stuff going on, a lot of pod stuff going on. I'm gonna lose my shirt. A lot of stress, basically, like pre-existing stress. The freezer is like not working. It's being like weird as fuck. I'm like, right, whatever. The kettle won't open. We have to like pour the water like through the spout or whatever you call it.
What you do?
Yeah, but it's actually gross. I just need to get a new kettle. It's a hand-me-down from my gran who died like 5 years ago. That kettle.
But it holds all the memory.
No, it holds fuck all. I have no memory.
Think of all the teas and coffee she'd made with that kettle.
And then what was the other thing? The toaster.
Oh yeah, toaster. She's got a new one. Though.
Well, the freezer, the kettle, the Hoover, and the toaster. And honestly, I obviously have the same meal. I've had the same meal every single day for the past 6 years, right? Beans on a sesame bagel. I literally go to make my beans. I'm having like a really bad day. I push down the like side bit, springs straight back up. I'm like, that's weird. Push it down, springs back up. I'm like, what? Push it down again. And I was like, Nicole, the toaster's broken. She's literally like, please don't start crying. I was like, I fell to my knees. I was like, I don't know what to do. But anyway, so the Hoover's broken, which is obviously a fucking nightmare because I cut faux fur every single day, which gets everywhere, like literally everywhere. So we were going to get a new one, but my mum has one that she's trying to get rid of. I just need to get it down from Edinburgh. So I was like, right, in the meantime, I'll just basically pay for a cleaner to come. Go online, find this cleaner, 4-hour deep clean. To be honest, I think I overpaid. It was like 111 quid, right?
Yeah, when you texted, I was thinking, you've been ripped off.
I know, I was like, because I've never got a cleaner before, I just didn't really know like how much, but it's because I paid extra for equipment, right? Because I literally put in the notes, like, we don't have a Hoover, so can you bring a Hoover? Someone takes the job, then cancels the job and they write in the cancellation, I don't have a Hoover. So I was like, okay.
What cleaner doesn't have a Hoover?
Well, I think it's just like they obviously travel around and it's like they need like a car essentially if they like have a Hoover. So, but I've paid like extra for equipment. So then this other person takes the job. I'm like, perfect. She shows up at the door. I answer the door and it's like 7:30 on a Saturday. And I look at her. And she's holding a tiny rucksack. It may as well have been the like Le Chiquito Jacquemus bag. It was so small. And I was like, there's definitely no Hoover in there, I'll tell you that. I was like, and I was like, hey. And then I was like, no. And I was like, just wondering, did you bring a Hoover? She was like, no. She was like, we don't do Hoovers. I was like, oh. I was like, I'm literally already, because you know what I'm like? A one-on-one convo with someone I don't know that well.
In your own home.
I'm already like on the verge of tears. Like, anything could set me over the edge, right?
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, oh God. And then she's like, oh, you should have read the terms and conditions. Like, we don't bring Hoovers. I was like, oh, it's just like, I wish you'd like cancelled the job because I wrote on the notes. She then shows me her phone. And it's like literally one, not even like a scroll, just one like screen. And it says like name, Imogen Evans, like address, whatever. And then it just says notes, can you please bring a Hoover? And I go, and she says, yeah, it didn't say anything. And I said, oh no, I was like, it says it right there. And she was like, oh, but I didn't see it. And I was like, oh.
That would be so me.
And I just went, oh, okay then. So I went, come on in then. And I'm texting Mal being like, I don't know what to do. Like
7 a.m. I'm literally like, Imi, tell her to leave.
And like I was like, I could get one from a neighbour, but not at 7 on a Saturday. Like, do you know what I mean? That's obviously so rude. So Mal's going to me, just ask her to leave. Like, she was meant to bring a Hoover and she's not. So like, ask her to leave. And
I actually sent her a voice note as well. So this woman's probably heard me say this.
She didn't. And then I'm there like, I replied to Mal, I've just served her up a slice of banana cake and a latte, and I did a heart with latte art. That's what I did instead. Honestly, like, this banana cake was so fucking good. I had one slice left. I had one. Well, to be fair, I don't know. I felt bad because
so weird.
Because obviously she'd made a mistake, but she'd still trekked all the way in from like Surrey or something, and I was like, oh my god, obviously. To be fair, it was fine in the end. Like she did like a really good job. I literally served. I put one of my Halloween napkins on a plate. I served her up a slice of banana cake with like a fork. Did a heart in latte art, like all this shit, and I was like, there you go.
I would have like told her you can't come in.
But that's like at the door. She was like, because I was holding it back. This is the thing, guys.
Oh yeah.
I cried in front of her. It was so embarrassing. I was holding it. Oh, no, honestly, it was so embarrassing. I then had to go and hide because I felt so embarrassed. But I basically, I was like holding back. Like, no tears had dropped or anything. But I was like, oh, God, this is just what I need. Like, Jesus Christ, like 111 quid. And then she just goes like, oh, don't get upset. And then, you know when someone says to you, like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh. And then I was like, 2 seconds, I just need to go speak to my flatmate. I go into Nicole's room, she's literally like asleep. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. She's out there. And Nicole's like, just go, like, sort it. Like,
go away.
No, but I feel bad. Like, imagine, I know, but imagine trekking in from Surrey, bro. Like, that is a, I know, but the thing is, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, but
she rectified it. She did an amazing job. She just like mopped and like swept, and it was sound.
Fair.
But oh god, it was just not.
This is such a me thing. I would have done that.
What I did.
What she did. Showed up.
Right, yeah, exactly. So you can understand, like.
I know, but I would be annoyed.
Yeah, I know.
It's I
see both sides.
Yeah, it's like as well. I've got another story to tell you. It's about cleaning. Actually, you already know this, but for the listeners, it is insane. So, Harvey and his brother comes to visit us. Oh, am I allowed to say this? Is this embarrassing for him?
Just ask him. That's what I always do. I just say it and then ask them.
Yeah, okay, well, because he's young, he's only 17, and Harvey drinks a lot, he guzzles it down.
Harvey, guys, Harvey's a fucking legend. Don't know if you fucking heard, but Harvey knocks him back.
He does, and he drinks beer as if it's holy water. It just guzzles. And he went out for drinks with his brother, and they went, so I'm at home really, really ill with a swollen eye, and I'm preparing for my big week ahead with Madrid and everything. So I'm trying to get rid of my swollen eye, and he's out for drinks. He sends me a video, and I'm thinking, oh, they're obviously just going for dinner and one pint. And then I see a video of this woman who kind of resembles myself, long black hair, and she's wearing a bejazzled bra, and she's dancing with her belly out, and a belly dancer, holding his brother's hand, and he's obviously so embarrassed because she's got massive boobs, and he's I don't know. Sorry, but I would be as a teenager, sexual things actually still make me embarrassed. So I don't know why I'm saying as a teenager, but those things would make me really embarrassed. If my brother was making me dance with this belly dancer, so he's dancing, and I'm like, oh god, they're having a wild one, fuck's sake, they're gonna come back. And we're in this open plan flat, so I'm my bed is literally, I can see him on the sofa, they're gonna come back really drunk and be annoying. They came back, they were jolly, I'm oh cute, bonding, whatever. I'm in bed, everyone says goodnight, and we're oh goodnight, but then he goes to the toilet, and I'm he's being awfully quiet, and I'm Harvey, go check on him. And Harvey's no, he's fine. I'm check on him, I bet he's being sick. And then Harvey goes, you alright, bro? And he's yeah. And we're and then Harvey goes, are you having a wank? And I'm oh my god, don't embarrass him in front of me. And then
proceeds to tell it on the pod.
Don't embarrass him, he's just young, don't embarrass him. And then he's lying on the sofa, and we're all good night. I literally, it's I'm half asleep, and it's a sound that I'm so familiar with animals and pets and stuff. I just hear yakking, like that. I'm oh, and then, but we're both half asleep, and I'm no, and I smack Harvey, I'm no, and then I immediately smell it, and I'm for fuck's sake, because we've just moved here, everything's new, the person that lived there, only one person has lived there before us, and everything is brand new, so clean. He's projectile vomited all over the sofa, all over himself, all over my diary.
Not the diary.
And our pumpkins and everything. And we immediately get up, obviously. Also, this is so weird. We're in this open plan room. Harvey slept naked next to me, which I thought was bizarre. Because I'm your brother's literally there. But then they're obviously comfortable in doing that. Harvey gets up, but he's still jolly because he's drunk. And he's oh, it's okay. Puts his brother in the bathroom, in his clothes, in the shower, covers to get the sick off him. And then I can't take Harvey seriously because I'm obviously sober. He's cleaning the floor, gagging, naked.
Hands and knees.
Just
dangling out.
And then Harvey's going, we're not having kids. And I'm great.
So fair, honestly.
But then this is the thing, the next day, so his brother's obviously really apologetic to him because everyone's terrified of Harvey. Even Imi,
even me now, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. So we're all oh, sorry. And then he gives his brother a hug, oh, it's okay. The next morning he wakes up, it's obviously all hit him. He's furious, and he's he just doesn't speak to us. But then Imi saw him the next day, and you had one-to-ones with him.
Oh yeah, we had a FaceTime call actually.
Oh, I thought you actually saw him in real life.
No, because I just sent an Uber to pick up the laptop for the editing. But then me and him did have a scrap. Not a scrap.
Yeah.
We're still falling down. In my eyes.
He's not apologised to Imi, basically.
We won't delve into that. He won't want that on.
He's bloody rude sometimes.
You know what, Harvey, if you're watching this, you read.
You fucking read sometimes.
I mean, he's not watching this, I tell you that for free. He is not, so you can...
Neither is James. Bless him. But also, by the way, this is so random that I just thought of this because it wasn't on my list of topics or anything. But
topics.
basically, out that window, right, there's a step. So it's not like a main road, it's kind of like a back alley, like outside our gaff, and there's a step. And there's this guy who literally every single day for like 14 hours a day sits on the step. But he has like a really nice car. He'll like drive up in his car, because I keep a BDI. I don't really know car types, but it's like maybe like a BMW or something, I don't know. That's probably not it. It's white.
It's probably a really shit car, by the way.
Yeah. So he'll drive up in his car, park his car, he'll get out, he has like nice trainers, he always wears like jeans and like a gilet. He'll sit on the step for like 14 hours watching videos on his phone. And I'm always so intrigued. And like sometimes I get like my alarm in the morning is him like, oh yeah, and that's the other thing. He has like a 4-pack of Stella Artois. Is that how you say it?
That beer.
Yeah, he'll have like a 4-pack of those, and he'll just sit and just hand them, like smoke cigarettes and just watch videos on his phone. So I'm always like so intrigued. I'm like, is this his job? Like,
Drug dealer.
well, that's the thing. He kind of sits outside that shuttered door, and I'm like, is he guarding that door? Like, I'm always watching, and even in the night, if I hear a car out there, I'm straight to the window, because I'm like, are they doing some kind of deal out there? Like, I just need to know what it is. I actually, to be honest, not sound like a creep, but like one time I saw him walking down the road, so I like slightly followed him for a bit, just from a distance.
I mean, you're gonna get yourself hurt.
Just from a distance, because I was like, I'm just so intrigued. Like, where is he going? Like, I need to know. He is there, like 24/7, like literally 24/7. My dream, like my actual dream, get him on this podcast.
No.
Yes, this is my dream.
Are you
this
actually
is my dream.
joking?
Because and here's how I'm gonna do it, right? Well, firstly, another thing is that there's like a white wall down there. So I went to shoot content down there, and I'm like, oh my god, it stinks. And then I remember that's his piss corner. He pisses in like the same corner. I don't know where he shits. Maybe that's where he was going when he was walking down the street. Like he was going for a drool. And sometimes I wake up to like the sound of him going.
Oh no. No.
Like it's so gross. But I want him on the pod so bad, just because like I want to know, like I want to know stuff about him. Like they're the kind of guests I would rather have.
Imi,
than like
actually,
comedians.
what the fuck? Like he's gonna sit in between us and
Yeah, he's used to it. All he does is we can get him a 4-pack of Stella. Like we'll let him smoke inside. We'll get the windows open.
no, I'm not sitting next to this man.
I don't know though. Like but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try like gauge. Well, the thing is, he sometimes doesn't work in the winter months, so I maybe need to get in quick. But I was maybe gonna take him like a cookie. I'll gauge like his vibe, and then maybe we can have him on. But that is my like literal dream. I'll keep updating you guys.
No.
Well, what other guests are we gonna fucking have?
Why do we have to have a guest?
Okay, yeah, true. We don't need to.
I actually makes me want to cry when you said he's gonna. I'm imagining this man sitting next to me right now, and I just feel so uncomfortable.
What would we say?
So, do you got any holidays booked?
We had to scrap episode 3, but thank God we did, because we had a videographer here who was lovely, but like us trying to even speak in front of somebody.
Well, you have to set the scene as well. Like, it was just a really tough day for us.
Shock. Another tough day. Another really tough day doing this stupid job. Everyone's like grinding in their office jobs, and we're sat here like this, like, it's so tough.
No, Imi, it was the hottest day of the year. Imi couldn't open the windows because there's construction happening.
And it was like the noise. It was so hot.
And we had interactions with 3 different people that we don't know.
Up at 6 a.m, full body paint, wigs, fur hats, sweating our tits off.
Like, I was gonna be sick.
And then we were like, to be honest, we were just oversharing too much. Like, we'll get to that, but like, sometimes you gotta think about the digital footprint. Like, some of the stories I was like, and we were telling them in such an awkward way. Like,
He's what? He sat in the corner!
the comedic timing wasn't even good. Like, bro, we just come across so awkward. But then,
Well, no, more awkward than usual, because imagine doing that, having someone you don't know sitting there watching you, and he doesn't know anything. He's not watched us, because this is our first time doing it.
he must have thought we were, honestly, like, one of the stories I told on this, guys, no one's even gonna find this funny, because it's like actually like indescribable. Like, I can't even, I don't know myself, like, this thing. So basically, I met up with Mal, this is like during the summer, and I was like, oh, it was my intern's last day yesterday. And Mal had like we'd all like hung out like a couple of times, so Mal knew her. And Mal was like, oh no, like, that's such a shame, like all this. And she was like, because obviously we speak about how we hate like greetings and exits, Mal was like, just out of interest, like, how did you say goodbye? Because bear in mind, she'd been there for her entire like placement year, so it's like a big kind of goodbye. The way that I hadn't even clocked what I'd done until Mal asked me this question, I literally think back. I'm like, how did we say goodbye? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I honestly don't, like, I don't physically know, like, how to even explain this to you. Verbatim, swear on my life, this is exactly what, like, guys, no one's even going to find this funny because no one's even going to get it. This is what happened, right? And it's because I've been watching loads of YouTube, and you know how that, like, Cafe Nero ad, like, comes up with, like, the meerkats in it? Well, that had been stuck in my head. So we're basically standing there, and we've been standing up for a while, kind of saying, like, oh, well, it's been amazing, like, all this. I start panicking, being like, we've done the, like, thank you, like, it's been great, blah, blah, blah. I need to, like, put a full stop on this, like, actually, like say goodbye, like, we're good. So I do this. And a coffee with a pastry on the side. Whoa, it's me, baby. And a cinnamon swirl. Man, I feel like a Nero. What about us? What about everything we've been through? Point to her.
What about
Silence. Silence. I just go, what about trust? You know I never wanted to hurt you. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much. Like, it's been incredible.
What did she do?
Bro, she was probably perplexed. And the reason I went into the High School Musical is because, like, I thought I was going to get a laugh with the Cafe Nero. It was not going down well. So I was like, quick pivot, quick pivot, quick pivot. It's the remix. Straight into High School Musical. Still no laugh. Wrapped it up, said goodbye, left, didn't think anything of it, did not even clock it was weird until the next day when you asked me. So we're telling that story in front of the editor.
Oh, God.
He is probably there like, what?
No, it wasn't even just that. It was like, there's so many worse things. Like, that was bad too, though.
Yeah.
That was bad. The whole thing was bad. I think we felt so awkward, like we were obviously trying to get a laugh out of him, but we're not.
And obviously he can't laugh because he's like filming it, so, and they're like, why isn't he laughing? Like, has he not seen the Cafe Nero advert? Like, duh, like.
Bless him, it was filmed so well.
He did his job perfectly. It was us. We're the problem. God, he was so nice. I feel bad we scrapped that episode, but also we did like spend so much money on that episode, so it's more jokes on us.
Well, I didn't press record.
She didn't press record on her audio.
Is Imi gonna start screaming? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
And we spent maybe like 400 quid on. That's the one episode we actually like spent money on because we were like, this looks like ass. We need to get people in who know what they're doing.
Oh no.
And this, to be honest, I should have checked. So something else we need to talk about.
What?
Fashion Week.
Oh yeah. It was all a bit of a blur. What even happened?
Well, we only did 2 days together, and then I did a third by myself, but you know, on the third day I showed up to the show, and then I just like straight away did like a 180 and left. I actually think Fashion Week's better when you don't do the whole thing. Like 2 days you already feel like dead, honestly. But our outfits were cute.
I can't remember what I even wore. Like, I'm like thinking, what did we even do? Oh, you're going to tell the story. I've just looked at the flowers and I've just clocked what's going to happen next.
Like, oh my God, I am dead. So, honestly, we got clocked. Like, we got read to filth, and you know when someone, you can't even slate it because like, they've slated you.
So good.
But what they're saying is so valid that you're like, oh my God, they got me there. Basically, we were wearing these, we'll insert photos, but we were wearing these dresses from my brand. Mal was wearing a floral one and I was wearing the black version. So I was like, I had this idea. I was like, what I'll do, I'll buy flowers that basically match the flowers in Mal's dress, and then they can be like my accessory. So I was planning to hold them in like a bouquet, but it just looked a bit weird. So Harvey was like, oh, I've got this leather bag you can use.
No, we didn't. He was like, Harvey, can we use this? He goes, yeah, I guess.
Well, it's the same thing, whatever. I'm begging him to use the leather bag. And so Mal brings it around. I'm like, this is perfect. Like, it's this big kind of like leather bag with like a handle, duffel bag. So I arranged the flowers so they're poking out the end. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I thought I was it. Like, I literally thought...
Editorial, though. Like, I see the vibe.
Yeah, the vision. So we're going to these shows. And to be fair, a couple of people were like, why are you carrying that? And I was like, oh, it's obviously just like an accessory. And they're like, we're like, you know, front row. Like, we had to like shove the bag underneath. It was so big, right? And as we're leaving in a hurry,
You have to say we were leaving while the show was happening.
Kind of. Like, this show started an hour and 10 minutes late. We're sat in our seats waiting for an hour and 10 minutes. And, like, it was like a show, and then they said at the start there's going to be, like, a musical performance and, like, another show. And we were like, well, we're going to be late for the next thing. Thing is, I felt really rude, but obviously it was an hour and 10 minutes late starting, so it's kind of like, I don't know. So we're like, right, we'll wait for the first show to finish, and before the musical performance, we'll just, like, sneak off, right? So as we're, like, really slyly trying to sneak off, somebody goes to their mate, oh, there goes Mary Poppins, and could not unsee it. As soon as that had been said, and then Mal was leaving early, and I'm going to Mal, swap bags with me. I was like, take it. Thank God I didn't show up to the drinks with that massive bag, because there literally would have been nowhere to put it.
When someone puts something in your head, I'm like, I never wanted to touch this again. Like, I don't want to be seen.
About to pull a family of 5 out that bag. Lampshade. Hoover! Come on!
Hoover!
Please! And, but then, so Mal was meant to come to this drinks thing with me and this girl that we know, and then Bence. Bence was ill. Mal patches. It's just me, this girl that we know, and then, like, she's mates with all these really cool people.
The new Love Islanders.
I'm sat. No, I can't describe. Like, the most stunning, gorgeous table of people you've ever seen in your life, first of all so cool. Like, dressed so cool, like, all this. And to be fair, it was actually going well. I was feeling fine about it. But then the problem is I got too cocky. And I thought...
Are you even going to tell this story? Like, the actual story you told them?
Yeah.
You are?
Like, so basically, the convo started because we were talking about how there's table tennis at Soho House. So I started saying, oh guys, I used to play table tennis. And then, you know what it was? It's because this story had got a laugh like 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
So I told it again, but even added more exaggeration onto it because I thought, oh, it will get a laugh, right? This is what I said. I was like, yeah, I used to play table tennis, but I honestly only did it because there was like a guy at table tennis that I used to fancy. And this is like when I was like 12, by the way. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I would get off with the back of my hand and pretend it was him. And like, they were like, And I was like, yeah. And then one time at table tennis, and this bit isn't even true, so I don't know why. I don't know why I said it. But I went, and then one time at table tennis, he was rude to me. So I went home, I looked at the back of my hand, I said, I forgive you, and started getting off with it again. That didn't even happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it fucking did. No, I swear, that the hand bit is true, but the story bit didn't even happen. And honestly, silence.
Because when you told me this, Imi, I thought you meant, I forgive you to my hand because you're going to go masturbate. Like, that's what I thought you meant. So I was like, ooh, at 12, like, what?
And then, literally straight, I swear, as the words are coming out my mouth, I'm going, don't say that, don't do it. But, like, it's like I can't help it. Like, I just do it. And then the next day, I was like, oh, God, all I could think about, I was like, why did I do that? I was moping around the house. Why did I say that? Hopefully they just were like, maybe we misheard, or like, yeah, I need to rein it in for sure.
Oh, when Imi was there, remember you were wearing an outfit and then this guy comes over and goes, what?
Literally, this guy comes over to me and goes, hey, that outfit would be so much better if you weren't wearing that cap. And I went, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, oh, so I assume you work in fashion then? He went, oh, no. I went, oh, yeah, I do. So that's kind of awkward. I was like, nice skinny jeans though. Like, sorry. Like, and then he was like, sorry if you're... Thing is, I wasn't even offended. I more just thought, like, you're a fucking loser. But no, I actually wasn't, because, like, he was genuinely a loser. But he was like, oh, I'm sorry if that's, like, offended you, like, as if, like, I'm, like, the problem in the situation. And I was like, oh, no, babes, it's not offending me. It's just, like, you don't need to say everything you think, like, all the time. Like, it's such a weird...
You don't need to say everything that
I need to take my own advice. ASAP. Oh my God, no, you're so right. Yeah, you've caught me there, to be fair.
No, but I'm the same. Like,
but I said to him, but then he goes, I'm sorry, I hate people like this. He goes, yeah, I'm just one of those people, like, I'm just so brutally honest. Every person who says that on a reality show is just a dick.
Yeah,
you're so brutally honest. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not impressed by that. Like, you can say anything you want and then just back out by saying, I'm so brutally honest. Like, shut up. But yeah, and then I made him buy me a drink, and then...
I really enjoyed so far.
What, are we talking about the episode now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too.
What about you? What are you thinking I'm talking
No,
about?
I have. Oh, and then that's the other thing as well. I went to Paris Fashion Week, had a pop-up there, which went really well. But you know something that I was thinking, I had like a realization at Paris Fashion Week. You know how we always talk about how we're ambitious girlies, like we want, well, you specifically, you want to be famous or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So I was kind of deeping it, right? Because me and my mum, we just went around like the Champs-Élysées, not intending on buying anything, but we just like, I like to go around like designer shops more just for like market research. We literally, because it's Fashion Week, we go into Balenciaga and they're serving us like champagne and we're like really, really having to pretend like we're like interested in buying any of the products or we're not. But anyway, we went into one shop and I saw Landon Barker, like Travis Barker's son, and like seemed totally normal, like nothing to report, like seemed totally normal. But I was just clocking like in my head, because I was wearing stuff for my brand, I was like, oh, am I like missing an opportunity by not going up to him or whatever? And because I had my spiky glasses and I thought he's a bit of like an emo boy, like maybe he would like them.
I told him to fucking speak to him.
But you know what it was? I was deeping it and I was like, I actually don't know if I would want to be this famous, like genuinely. Because as well, it was raining so bad that when we were on that street, we just like dipped into this like really fancy hotel and stood in the lobby to like shelter from the rain for a minute. The way, no, it's actually like, it actually sends like chills down my spine, like it's icky. Like there's all these people coming into the hotel with like Max Mara bag, Miu Miu bag, like all like they've obviously just have so much money, whilst there's like a guy like sweeping all the rainwater off like the front step. And like firstly like it gives like Black Mirror like dystopian like ooh. But then also I was deeping it because I was like, oh yeah, Landon Barker, like he might like these glasses, but I was like, there's no point me even saying anything because it's like, see when you have access to anything, nothing is impressive, nothing is special, nothing's interesting. And I just started thinking, like, I don't actually know if I honestly think one night with, like, the Hollywood elite. Well, firstly, fuck knows what they would think of me. But I would hate that. Like, genuinely hate that. Just, like, a bunch of people that are, like, so... I don't know, it's just, like, it's giving out of touch, it's giving ick, it's giving, I actually would never want to hang out with you. I would actually hate to be in a position where, like, nothing is special because... everything is just so accessible. So yeah, I thought I would just share that. Like, I don't believe that there's, oh god, not to get like political, but like, I don't believe there's such thing as like an ethical billionaire in terms of like, you have to exploit people to get where you are, like, etc, and like hoarding wealth, etc. But I saw a really interesting video from this like psychologist who's basically talking about the fact that like, all these celebrities who just have access and like, they can buy anything, they can do, like, they need something new, and that's why, and also as well, having that much power, you start to like lose empathy and stuff like that, so then it almost becomes like a sport, like mistreating people. And I don't know, the whole thing is actually like gives me the...
Well, I've obviously been watching Monsters. You need to watch it, by the way. It's really good because like I love movies and programs and crazy stuff, but it's obviously based on a true story. And basically, I believe, and like, I don't know if this is controversial what I'm going to say, but I believe that people that become, they're a bit fucked up. It's generation. In the Monsters, it's the Menendez brothers. It happened. It's the dad. He has
cycle of abuse.
It is, and I genuinely believe that. But then I guess then there's other people that maybe are just crazy. But then the father of the brothers, his mother did that to him, and his mother had it happen from an uncle as well. But then I guess that's just like a snippet, and it's also like made for drama and stuff. But I was like, oh my god, I feel like it's generational.
Sure. It like literally has an impact on like your brain chemistry.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought this was quite funny. I just had a text. I got a text. You'll laugh. This is so fucking weird. I literally just got a text. Bus cleaning available to start tonight from 9:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. £11.94 per hour.
Oh, what, like a job offer?
I can't think. Fashion Week was like chilled this time for me. I was very jet lagged.
Apart from you crying at the Uber.
Oh yeah, that was... I mean, I thought we were going to miss that out, but I didn't expect you to go back to it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I did. I was... Do you know what it is? Well, you obviously relate. Sometimes when I was just so overstimulated, I'd been wearing Imi's glasses all day. It was the fact that everything was covered up. I had no fingers. I had tights on, and then these long boots, and then the long dress, and everything. I couldn't touch myself. I couldn't itch my head. I couldn't do anything.
Mal freaks out when she can't touch herself for 5 minutes.
And that's why I was like, ooh, I just need to go home. I wanted to take it off. Like, I wanted to take my clothes off. Also, before we move on to this, we were in Pachamama. Shout out your favourite place.
I love Pachamama.
We love it. We love it. And we went there, and we're obviously dressed a bit crazy. Yeah, I'm about to hop on this one because I hated what happened. I absolutely was infuriated, and I wish I said something. But like, we were having a nice dinner, and the thing is, people don't realise the tables are so close to each other. I could hear everything.
Also, by the way, I'm so confused because you heard the Mary Poppins comment, you heard them speaking, I couldn't even hear. And earlier you were like to me, I swear I'm deaf. You're clearly not. You've got acute hearing.
It's acute. It must
I think you just choose not to listen to some stuff. Selective.
Yeah. Sat down, we're having a nice time, and it's blessed. Like, Imi's like trying to have deep chats with her, but I couldn't even look at you because I can hear what's happening on the next table, and I'm starting to get all.
Completely unaware.
And Imi's like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, I had a really good time tomorrow, and I put this apart. Like, having nice chats, being like, it's so nice to have someone that's just like me and all this crap. Like, and I'm just sitting there going like, yeah. And I'm like so aware that this is happening next to us. There's these two, this happened twice, couples, and they are very posh, I will say. And they're obviously clearly have never seen people that express themselves. And that
It wasn't that though. Like, it was like we weren't just because we were dressed.
We were dressed.
Yeah, but we weren't being like loud
nothing.
we were just having like a really genuine conversation.
And the two next to me are like talking as if I can't hear, and then it was the guy more, if anything. Like, we have fucking offended him. Like,
But wait, I'm so confused. At the time, I thought they were slagging you because they recognised you.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, was it but they were saying things about our outfits as well. Oh.
Then the girl goes, like, as if I can't see. I'm staring at her, like, I can see you. You're right next to me, seats away. 1 seat away, like, literally this close. And she's like, she's from Love Island. And I'm like, all right, okay. Like, obviously that's what you get, like, when you go on a show like that and stuff. But, like, you know what? I can see you. And then he goes, oh, like, they're showing my profile right next to us.
Bear in mind, you know when there's literally like half a foot distance between the two
His
tables.
lap. Like, if I coughed, my spit would have gone on him. Like, do you know what I mean? And then he goes, oh, I thought she would have more followers. And I'm like, sorry, sir. I don't even know who you are, but you know me.
Also, I swear they were like, this dinner would be a lot better if we weren't sat next to them. Guys, honestly, I swear to God, we were having like just such a chill, like, obviously our outfits were maybe causing a scene, but like we were like in the corner, like just literally not like interrupting anybody. We were just like doing our own thing. And then they're being like, God, I wish I wasn't sat next to like a Love Islander. And it's like, babe, we're not doing anything to bother you. Like, how do people not have the awareness of like, you're projecting so hard right now? Like, but honestly, in that situation, like, you take the high road because it's like they want you to notice.
It just makes me sad because if I saw someone sat by themselves who's clearly expressing themselves with the way they dress, and it's a bit out there, and I was with Harvey, because it's intimidating. You're trying to make yourself feel better by being like, oh, look what they're wearing, and I'm like, that's actually just really not nice. It's Dr. Evil. You know me and Harvey quote that episode.
All the time.
I'm evil.
You've not done many accents.
I'm
this
trying
episode.
to be normal.
All right, do you want to do a quick ad for us before we finish?
Thank you, Perfect 10.
No.
Oh, sorry.
We have not been sponsored, guys. For the record, this is not sponsored by Perfect.
No, but I do love them dearly.
I do.
What's my ad today?
Pachamama advert?
Can we do that? Am I making one up? Have you made one up?
No. Right, I'm gonna make one up on the spot.
Oh, God.
Right, should we just act out a scene?
Or maybe we sing a song.
Okay, what song?
No, I know. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait. It's a TikTok trend.
I don't know these. All my TikTok is just like Kamala Harris.
Who's that? Calvin Harris.
Right, we're done.
Calvin Harris, did she say?
We're done.
Calvin Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Are you actually done?
Kamala Harris.
Who's that?
No.
I don't know who that is. Okay, well, goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.